Hello, guys, and welcome back to Ebony and Ivory.
Sup?
We're here again with more reactions to Tom Macdonald's songs. And today we're going to be reacting to one of his latest track called Withdrawals.
That's right.
Yes, so we're going to go straight up, with no waste of time.
Let's go.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none of them are answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried, sick, and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while the room is spinning, it ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawal. Deleted every number from my phone.
Wow. The music straight puts you like in the mood, and then he starts talking about problems he had with drugs and addiction. Wow, it's like very depressing in a way when you start listening to it. Very kind of sad. And it's difficult for me to speak about things like this because, in all honesty, I never had any problems really like with, addiction. It's kind of difficult. I don't want to say I understand. I can think how people might be feeling, being addicted to drugs, things like that, alcohol. Fortunately enough for me, I never had this type of addiction. I mean, the worst thing that happened to me was like, smoking cigarettes for 2 years and then quitting. And, I can only imagine for other people what it is dealing like, with mental problems, drug addictions, things like that. They really destroy your body and mind like very fast. And once you're in that cycle, I don't even want to think. As I said, like I've never had a problem like that, so it's kind of difficult, talking about it. But from what he's saying, you can kind of think about it.
I'm just so speechless because the lyrics, makes me kind of emotional because I personally have not gone through any addiction problems, so I can't also say I understand what people who go through this, feel, or how I just don't know how they really get to manage it, because I just think it's going to be pretty difficult, thinking about the whole thing, how the withdrawal syndrome, or how it's going to be affecting them psychologically, emotionally, physically, socially, and everything. It's just so crazy. I really don't even wish my worst enemies, such things, but I would just say I understand. This is a very emotional topic, for me.
I think he started with saying the doctor told him, like, you can come to me if you want to get off your meds. But and I think he said he never went to his office. I think he, like, if I understand correctly, to me sounds like he didn't even want to go there because it might lead to another addiction or something like that, and he just kind of tried to quit everything like a cold turkey, just kind of drop it. I think there's a lot of feeling loneliness through like the song. I think he's saying how he feels very lonely, surrounded by the brick walls. I think he said something like that. I guess fighting with that, he just feels very lonely. He mentions there, for example, he's been trying to call friends, but none of them are answering. So again, like this kind of feeling loneliness. And he also mentioned alcohol. I think he did have trouble with alcohol as well, and he mentioned how his liver is failing and all that. So, it's very kind of depressing stuff to talk about. But I guess I assume that this track already can help people that are battling with the addiction and tell them, listen, I'm going through the same thing. This is how I felt. You're going to feel lonely and this and that. And, let's see where it goes.
Withdrawal. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists. My arrogance and I
think that was the chorus.
Yeah, that was the chorus.
Wow, that line, deleting all the numbers from my phone.
Like he deleted all the numbers from his phone, wishing that he was with his friends. Maybe through the withdrawals and all the things he went through, feeling lonely and everything, he deleted numbers, and now he's wishing that his friends are around when they having like drinking together and highing on drugs, together. Even though he can't do that, he's just wishing. Sometimes you just wishful thought.
I think it's that's like a part of withdrawals, I guess. Your body starting to give you like maybe headache, stomach ache, because it wants the drug, whatever it was, alcohol, drugs, pills, things like that. So I think he's saying that, and I'm not sure. To me, that sentence when he says deleted all the numbers from my phone, it might be that he considers those people friends, but also maybe like a bad influence, and like he has to let them go. Like, I wish I would be with you guys. I wish we could get go to a party together and have like a good time. But his sense is telling him, man, like I cannot do that. I need to cut myself off from that. So it's very, again, like to me, the motive of loneliness is appearing again. He needs to cut himself off. And it's difficult because you need people as well in your life to support you in those situations, So I can understand in a way like what he's trying to say here, I think.
Yeah, thinking about it, you're right in a way, because when people are trying to, get off drugs and alcohol and all that, they go for therapy. And in this situation, you're kept like in isolation, away from so many things. Could be family, friends, just so that you are dealing with this disease yourself. You're dealing with it, you're handling it yourself, because friends could actually be bad influence sometimes to you, could make you fall back into your old habits. And some family members also can make you fall back to your old habits. So this is he now trying to withdraw from the whole thing. He has having withdrawal syndromes now and wishing that all the bad friends, bad habits come back, but obviously they can't because he wants to, get cleaned totally. So
man, what I can tell is like people that actually come out of it, man, these people are like survivors, because you really need to have a very strong will, to go through all of that and come out at the top. And, if you went through that, man, like, I congratulate you. And you're definitely going to get somewhere, because just showing that, willingness, that character to get out of it.
The acceptance.
With so many, things around that trying to pull you back, and you actually make it through, man, you're going to definitely achieve something in your life. Like, definitely.
Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists. My arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence, the wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me. Is this the the moment where I screw up and relapse, waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't wanna be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. I've never felt this bad before. I don't know if I'll make it. Don't have the strength to get off the floor right now, but I'm hoping and praying. My whole life I wanted more. This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
Wow, the song really like makes you like
So
sad,
emotional.
Look, like seeing what the guy is going through.
Just cannot imagine one person going through all these things.
He's like he mentioned something here like I'm being afraid to relapse, to go back into the old ways. Well, there's so many like different factors when he's trying to get out of it. That it's so, how would I say? It's very fragile. Like one little mistake, let's call it like a mistake, can pull you back into old habits, and trying to go through it and resist. It's like you really need to have a strong will. I love the video. I was just kind of thinking about how he floats in the water, and I don't know. I guess maybe it kind of there's this loneliness again, being on your own somewhere like in the deep sea. Like, you know what I mean? You get this feeling of like you're alone, and also maybe kind of representing how he's drowning. He's floating right now, but he's afraid that he's gonna start drowning again. He might be pulled back down. And there's a scene there where he kind of comes out of the water. So I think it's kind of very, visual representation of like what's happening, and trying to, go to the surface, survive through it. And the thing is, once you actually make it, man, it must feel amazing. Finally being free of all those like addictions and bad habits, being able to move on with your life and, concentrate on other things instead of having, 24/7, like having like this headache, trying to resist.
Wow. I really can't imagine what these people really pass through. I can't imagine it, Wow. The track is really emotional. And I really can't say much about it because I have not experienced such, except people who have, he has gone through this or he's going through it and he can easily, relate. But for me, I would just be speaking from an outside, look. I really can't say, with all the list of the things he has mentioned, all the symptoms, the throwing up, the no appetite to eat, and the liver failing, kidney failing, just so many things. Everything's just like, it feels like everything the system is wrong. I don't know how one goes through out of that. People who actually go through this and come out of it, I really commend. I commend those people. Like,
like thinking about it, this part where he says that, you know, he's been throwing up and it looks like a motor oil, you know, which obviously is like, if you if you change the oil in the car and, you know, you look at the old oil, it's just like so dirty. It's like, you know, so obviously he's trying to say, you know, how bad it is. But if you think about it, people that try to get out of it, even your body is trying to fight against you. Like the body is trying to tell you, hey, come on, you know, take another hit. I need to feel it. And your mind has to, like, you know, be so strong to get through that. Like, seriously, even if your own body is trying, like, to get it back, you know, you have to even fight against your body, like, to, man, it's...
This is just the case
Wow.
where I call the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know, sometimes you're willing to do it, but this flesh is so weak and easily fall. So,
Wow, the song is amazing, really.
yeah.
I'm happy that it did quite well from what I understand, like on the charts and all that, because it's definitely worth it. And I'm sure it would be of a help to people that actually go through that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they can relate and they can understand that, you know, they're not alone in the way they feel. This is what's going to happen. You know, stay strong and get out of it.
It is really good. That's one thing I like about Tom Macdonald. Everything, the messages he always portray in his music are always realities, things he has gone through his life, things he's experiencing. So it really gives live lessons. Live lessons, really.
Wow, amazing. I love it.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for staying with us. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, please kindly consider doing it. And we'll come back with more Tom Macdonald song reactions. So see you all in our next video.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.